This is from the article, What is Rick Simpson Oil? Use and Benefits, Rick Simpson Oil 101. This was in the newsletter of Rise Cannabis. RSO is claimed to help treat cancer, but there's not much evidence to back this up for now. Rick Simpson oil has higher THC content compared to other cannabis extracts. What is Rick Simpson oil? RSO is concentrated cannabis oil created by marijuana activist Rick Simpson in the early 2000s. What makes this cannabis extract unique is its very high tetrahydrocannabinol THC content compared to other concentrates. The oil is a natural, unrefined product derived from cannabis plants through an ethanol-based process. Rick Simpson oil is a full-spectrum extract, also known as a whole plant extract, meaning it still contains all the cannabinoids of the plant, including THC, CBD, flavonoids, proteins, and other compounds. Rick Simpson himself, in many testimonials from his website, claim this product to cure multiple types of cancer. Nevertheless, there is no scientific evidence to support those claims. Rick Simpson's inspiring story. He found that it made the condition easier to live with, and many years later, Rick Simpson was diagnosed with skin cancer in 2003, and after surgically removing one of the areas that were suspected to be cancerous tumors, he decided to try treating his skin cancer with full extract cannabis oil. Simpson applied the oil directly to the tumors and covered the area with a bandage. 4 days later, he claimed he removed the dressing to find the tumors had disappeared. Once he was fully recovered, Simpson dedicated his life to sharing his discovery with others. He began mass producing full extract cannabis oil for medicinal uses. Instead of patenting his product or the extraction method, he chooses to make these accessible to anyone who needs them, unlike how the pharmaceutical industry operates. That's my input added. The benefits of Rick Simpson oil. RSO has gained the interest of many as it is claimed to be an effective cancer treatment. Is this backed up by science? Well, let's look into it. In 2016, a number of scientists from the United States and Egypt have combined their efforts to review all the existing research and studies on cannabinoids and research, and they concluded that in general, cannabinoids offer promise with their anti-tumor effects. A review published in 2019 suggests that cannabis could be potentially helpful in addition to other cancer treatments. These findings seem promising, but most of them are animal trials, which means further research, including more human subjects, is necessary. In conclusion, RSO's effect on cancer cells are yet to be researched in more detail. And on the other hand, cannabis and cannabinoids like THC and CBD have been proven to help cancer patients undergoing chemotherapy with chronic pain management, vomiting, nausea, and appetite stimulant. What is the difference between RSO and regular CBD oil, you might ask? Rick Simpson oil differs from other cannabis oils because of its high levels of THC, which is the main ingredient that contributes to an altered state in users. CBD oil can contain little to no THC. How is Rick Simpson oil made? Rick Simpson provides his method of making RSO publicly for anyone to use. The product is made by extracting cannabinoids from the plant using the solvent, followed by the removal of the solvent to produce the oil. Here's how it's made. Cannabis plant medicine is covered with alcohol in a large container and stirred within a few minutes. Then it's strained with a cheesecloth or coffee filter into a bowl, avoiding any plant material passing through. More alcohol is added to the plant material and stirred again. The second batch is also strained and the residual plant material is discarded. The remaining liquid is cooked in a well-ventilated area far from a stove or open fire so the alcohol can evaporate. After the solvent is fully removed, the remaining oil is transferred into syringes. How to use RSO. Ingestion, and swallow RSO in a liquid straight from the syringe or take it in a capsule form. Capsules are your best bet if you need an exact dose, but a carefully controlled syringe can also work. Edibles. You can mix RSO into food such as peanut butter, avocados, or yogurt. Bake it into a dish with lots of liquid ingredients such as cake or brownies, and mix it with a sauce and drizzle it over your food. These items are all ideal ways to mask the strong flavor, and taking it with food can help increase your body's absorption rate. Drinking. Freeze individual doses on parchment paper. Then drop them in your coffee or tea, or use it in cooking as you do with can of butter or cannabis cooking oil. Consuming RSO results in slower but longer lasting effects compared with other methods. Smoking. Some types of RSO can be smoked or vaped, but not if it's been extracted using a flammable solvent. It's best to get oil for smoking or vaping from a reliable supplier using other extraction methods. Managing the side effects. THC is a psychoactive compound, meaning it can cause psychological reactions such as anxiety, disorientation, hallucination, irritability, or depression. Some physical effects can include dizziness, sluggish digestion of food, sleeping difficulties, impaired control of your arms and legs, slower reaction time, and difficulty remembering things. In most cases, the side effects only last for a few hours and don't usually present any serious health risk. To avoid any unwanted side effects, you need to keep an eye on the dosage of the product you're using. Dosing with RSO. The dosage of Rick Simpson oil depends on a variety of conditions, such as your state of health, medical conditions, and biometrics, among others. However, considering the high percentage of THC it's better to start low and go slow. Try beginning with the lowest possible dosage and slowly increasing it if needed. Consult with a licensed medical marijuana physician and speak to your RISE patient care team if you feel like you want to develop a cannabis treatment plan that's right for you and your needs. The bottom line, research into RSO is still in the early stage, and in many regions, cannabis remains an illegal substance. These factors make it essential to discuss using medical cannabis with a primary care physician knowledgeable about THC and CBD before starting a regimen of RSO or any other new medication.